there, citizen. It is I, the Arcanist. Fear not, for I will save you from the burning question. What happened last time on the Incorrigible party?
Not necessarily between him and you know what? I won't trouble you. Yeah, I won't trouble you with the murky details. Let's just say people paid me to get rid of him.
You don't say.
Yeah. I mean,
Who you care to let me know who the fella is that...
No, I don't need to trouble you with those kind of details.
No, I mean, I might know the guy.
You don't.
Alright, well,
Shaft, to need to know basis, and you don't need to know. Is Chucky
maybe Chucky will have some good insight.
Is Chucky part of this plot? Like,
yeah, what's it gonna hurt?
Well,
It's always good to have somebody else to talk to.
if Chucky is the Arcanist, and I'm saying this out of character, then it could hurt quite a bit.
Sure, and well, I mean, okay, Shaft, you kind of giving Chucky the once-over, like, he has a very distinct, like, hunchback, which the Arcanist does not. So it's actually a little difficult to even tell, maybe, even if Chucky was kind of, like, standing upright, if they would even be the same height. Little difficult to tell. Okay, so but as you enter this alley, from above you on the rooftop, citizens, step away from the elf. She and I have business. Sardo is a citizen of this town, or at least was, under my protection. Now you must answer a life for a life.
under whose authority?
My own, and he jumps down from the roof and lands in front of you guys.
Are you really gonna leave me with no choice?
You have left me with none. Accept your punishment, and it will be swift. And your friends can go on the way and maybe shed a tear for you.
Oh, so I don't roll?
No, magic missile is an auto hit. So you shoot out 3 of these missiles, I believe. Is that right?
Magic circle. No. Magic missile. 3 glowing darts of magical force. Hits.
1 dart, D4.
1d4 plus 1.
There's D4.
Yeah. For each dart, you can send them all at one target, or if you're fighting multiple foes, you could split them up and choose individual targets.
So I'll send 2 to the Arcanist and 1 to Bryn.
And now, our adventure continues.
What?
She's annoying.
Why? For real?
No, just kidding. So I rolled a 2.
Sleeping on the couch tonight.
Okay, so that was 1 dart, right? So you're rolling me 3d4 plus 3.
I rolled another 2.
You're not even rolling it.
And
are
a
you?
3.
Okay.
So 5 total plus 3 is 8 total force damage.
Yeah, it's a 2-2 and then 2-3, so it's a 10 total.
Yeah, because it's 3, 3, and 4. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see what you
You
mean.
add 1 to each.
Yeah. Okay, so 10 damage.
All right, good hit. Shaft, you're up.
I'll try to do the same thing I did last time, except this time instead of running between his legs, I'm going to try to run around him in a circle. But first I'm going to try to attack with my rapier. Or do you...
Well,
okay?
So no, you can do whatever you like, but if you are successful in knocking him prone, you have advantage on a prone creature on the attack.
Okay, let's do that first then. That sounds good.
You're like, oh, thanks.
Oof. Well, he only got an 8.
Crit.
Okay, he is on his ass. You have shoved him. So Arcanist is now prone.
So I'm going to make my attack now with advantage.
Yep.
So that's 17, 19, 21.
Wow.
21 different hits.
Yep. And so I'll do damage first. Let's see.
You gonna kill the
That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'm not... If he's more than overly bloodied, I'm going to try not to kill him. So if I have to knock him out, I will.
Okay.
Because he's your friend.
Does that knock him unconscious?
It does not.
Then I'm going to use my bonus action to do ensnaring strike, which will give me. See, next time you hit a creature, so it's the next time I hit a creature,
Okay.
right? Is that the case? Next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack, this spell, before this spell ends, a wreathing math of thorny vines appears at the point of impact. The target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained by magical vines until the spell ends.
Okay, that's fine, but you can rewind it, and you could have just cast that before you did all your stuff and like your attack, so it could affect this turn.
So he'll need to do a strength save.
Okay, so he is prone. Prone creatures can only crawl. So sorry, he makes a strength.
Strength saving throw.
You got a 19.
Okay, my DC's 10, so he saves on that.
Saves.
So he's not restrained.
Ray of Frost is ended as well, by the way. It only lasts until my next turn.
Okay. So his movement is no longer hindered.
Except for the fact that he's all twisted around Shaft.
And he's prone on the ground.
I feel like he still feels a little bit chilly, though. Let's just.
He's got a little runny
clear.
nose.
It was a powerful Ray of Frost.
All right, Gozer, you're up.
He's been shafted.
Get him, Gozy.
Gozer's gonna say, do we want him alive? It's a Shaft.
Preferably.
Okay, well. That is 20 to hit.
Yeah.
And I do...
A natural 20?
No. That's 16 points of damage.
Non-lethal?
Damn.
Yes, trying to knock him out.
Okay, yes, you bonk. He goes under.
Nice.
Good
I
job,
run up
Gozy.
and grab the
Gauntlets. You're
grab the
obsessed with.
bucklers off him. No.
He has no hands!
Will fall out of initiative here, but as he falls unconscious, the disguise self spell dispels, and you see him morph as his hunchback grows.
You knew it, Gozer. You knew it.
And you see that the Arcanist was in fact Chucky, the good riddance in bar boy.
Wow.
And I told him I killed Sardo.
And he is currently just unconscious.
So I pop up and I say, let's tie him up. Take the gauntlets off there, and you can have those, Falzer. And let's see this necklace he's got around this. He's got something around his neck,
Yeah,
right?
he is wearing an amulet. Yep.
I'm going to take that amulet off.
I would like to
Okay.
cast a spell.
What?
Identify.
So he has what exactly are you want to identify? Because since he has there's multiple pieces, right?
Yeah.
You can do it on the gauntlets or the amulet.
Could I roll a perception check to take a look at everything and see if anything stands out to me?
Why don't you instead roll me an Arcana check?
Okay. I don't know what that is.
It's on there.
So you should be. I think you're proficient in it, and you'll add your intelligence
Yeah, let's
modifier
do
to
that.
it.
Good roll, good roll, good roll. 2.
6. I got a 6.
6 total.
Well, luckily for you, very clearly all of the pieces of armor that he is wearing are emanating some type of arcane, like aura kind of signal. Despite they look very normal, but you can very clearly, as you handle them and touch them, you can very clearly feel that they have some type of arcane magic to them.
Any commoner would be able to tell they're not normal.
Absolutely. So officially he's wearing a helm, the gauntlets, the amulet, the breastplate, and a pair of boots.
Okay. I'm going to focus on the amulet with my identify spell.
Okay. Does that just
is.
happens? That's a first level spell, right?
You choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it's a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use, how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell created it. I can also use it on a creature.
Takes 1 minute to cast.
Okay. No, not a problem. So you're looking at this amulet. It's like this it's basically a diamond inlaid into kind of this gold kind of clasp, right? It's just kind of holding this white diamond in it, and it's is imbued with the spell Guiding Bolt, and it's surprisingly incredibly easy to use. Does not require attunement. Basically, anybody can throw it on and activate it. But it does seem a little almost unstable, as if whatever magical application and its process that was used to create this item has not quite been perfected yet.
So I asked Gozer to help me take this stuff off of him and tie him up.
Yeah, I'm gonna say out loud to everyone that as a magic user, I am very interested in these things that he has on. Does anyone have objections to me?
You can have the stuff. I don't care. Let's put a gag in his mouth and tie him up so he can't do anything to us when he wakes up.
Sounds good.
You can
to me.
have the stuff.
Although I think he's going to be a lot less dangerous without the magical items here.
You never trust a Chucky.
Gozer didn't trust him.
Gozer's got a keen ability to perceive things.
Gozer has fought many battles against many foes.
So it's dark out, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to say to these guys, hey, I think it's probably best for us to head out now. Maybe go back to what the hell's the name of the town I came from?
Drakal.
Drakal. Yeah, maybe we should head back to Drakal. We'll start tonight. It's not safe to be, beating people up and stuff.
That's my vote.
Sounds good.
Okay, Gozer, you want to carry this dude?
Okay.
And then we head out of town. The fastest direction to get us towards Drakal.
I pick him up and I sling him over my shoulder.
Okay, so the quickest route to Drakal is across kind of this. It's basically a desert, but it's like kind of this barren landscape. That is the quickest, like as the crow flies, quickest route.
That's off-road.
There is no road. This is basically into the wilderness. This is not the safest route for sure. Traveling by the two main roads that lead out of the city definitely would be more safe, but they would certainly take much longer as they're not direct roads. There's no direct road connecting Zexa to Drakal. You kind of have to go in a bit of a roundabout path to take the main roads.
I'm definitely good with that. I can find our way.
So
Going through wilderness?
The options, we could go up to Altenshik or down along beside Vicshire. Does anyone have any reason to go that way?
I say we stay as far off of the beaten path as possible.
Okay.
In the quickest route.
Okay.
I mean, we're talking how many days here?
If you make through the wilderness, it shouldn't take you more than 3 days to get to Drakal. Whereas the route, if you go through Altenshik, that'll take you more like 6, so like almost twice as long.
Mm.
Oh no, we're doing the
quickest.
direct route.
Let's go straight.
Yeah.
Straight there.
All right. So you're immediately heading out?
Yes.
Are you going to be traveling during the night, or are you just going to get out of the town limits to then rest? Because it has been basically you have been operating for a full day. If you decide to push on through the night, you will possibly suffer a level of exhaustion.
I think if you guys don't have an issue with it, I'd like to at least get a few hours out of town and find some cover somewhere.
Gozer did nap.
I say we travel for a little while, find a place to set up camp. I've got a vested interest in staying well rested. I need to be able to cast my spells.
Okay, easy. Under the cover of darkness, you make it out of the city limits of Zexa. So you're traveling for a couple hours then?
Yeah, 2-3 hours just to get when we find a spot that sort of looks like it's away from any.
Wait. Did we have horses?
No.
Okay.
Should we steal some?
No.
You sure?
We don't have
time for that.
Havoc in this town. I don't. If we ever need to
What
come
do you
back
mean we don't
here-
have time for that? Chucky might have some.
Yeah, see, Chucky needs to get to Drakal. as quickly as possible before he causes us any more problems.
And is also you guys have been pretty well around this entire city, and you have not seen any like any farmhouses or stables or anywhere that even any livestock would be kept within the city limits, at least. Okay, so a couple hours out, if you kind of leave the like northwesternish section, and immediately the city limits give way to kind of the bottom of these foothills, in which you'll certainly find an easy place to rest and or cover, kind of in amongst these foothills, because the rest of the way is going to be pretty barren and flat and dead. There's a reason why a main road doesn't go through that section.
All right. Well, we can set up camp. I can start a fire with my firebolt.
And he
Cantrip.
used to have fire going.
Is it cold? Is it like desert cold at night, or is it where we're just fine temperature wise?
In the foothills, you're fine. You're even able to find kind of like a lee kind of thing against the wind, so there's not even like any wind kind of picking up or anything like that.
If the elements aren't too bad, it's probably best for us to not start a fire. It's gonna.
Yeah, you guys could definitely survive without a fire. You would not freeze to death.
Okay.
Is there any type of thing around that we could sort of tie him up to a little bit, so it'd make it a little more difficult for him to roll away, say?
Not really. Like, there's no like large. There's no trees.
Stones.
Shaft, let's tie him to you.
Right, it'd be probably better if we tie him to you.
I was going to take first watch.
Okay.
Well, we have the manacles, right?
Yeah, he's manacled.
Why don't we manacle him to someone?
He's also got a rag in his mouth, so he can't cast anything.
We can take shifts. Whoever's on watch can have him bound to their wrists, so he can't sneak off if he wakes up.
Okay.
Okay, so in the 2 hours that it's taking you to find your camping spot, Chucky has kind of come to, very very groggy from his bonk on his head, but he's conscious now, and he's struggling against the binds. I'm just picturing like literally from like neck to feet. You have him wrapped up in this.
He's wrapped.
Settle down, Chucky. You're all right.
What? Where are you taking me? What's going on here?
We're taking you to see a friend.
There's no friend. You guys are no friend of mine.
No. My friend.
That sounds less appealing.
You don't know the half of it. That's a halfling joke.
I'm just trying to do something good here for this town.
I applaud you for what you were doing there, Chucky. I mean, I have nothing against you personally. You were going a little off the rails there with just killing people, but that's not really why you're heading with us. Apparently, someone wants to talk to you, and I'm here to make sure that happens.
Who? Who'd want to talk to me?
When we see him, you'll know.
Is everyone awake, or are we taking shifts?
This is kind of before you have settled in for the night.
Okay.
Your camp is set up, and before we've established watches.
So I want to know where he got these magical items.
If I tell you you're going to let me go,
No. But
then I owe you nothing.
But if you tell me, I might be willing to... I may have a bit of an interest in making sure that no harm comes by you when we get to our destination.
You make what's the opposite of deception? What's the good one?
Well, I don't think it matters which one it is.
Are you trying to persuade him?
Persuasion. There you go. Sorry.
I rolled a,
Just
I rolled a 9.
He rolled a 9 before you even said anything, so just re-roll.
I rolled a 9. How persuasive is that?
Look, I don't know who made them. I don't know what they were going to use them. I stole them, okay? I stole them. And I just thought I could do some good with them. I mean, look at me. I don't know who it was a cave out in the hills. I don't know who. Nobody was there.
So you were just wandering through the hills, came across a cave, ventured in, and found these things.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say wandering. I mean, I like to go out there and think sometimes.
I would like to try and make a check to see if he's lying.
Okay, why don't you do an insight check?
Big money, big money, big money. 5.
5. +3, 8.
Okay, you have no reason to doubt him.
All right.
Well, they're all yours now, right?
This is true, but I like to find out as much as I can.
Yeah, the Arcanist is on his high horse. You know what he did. He killed somebody for them, and we're gonna take him from him. It's just how the world works.
Oh, I didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, you say that.
I mean, I tried to kill you, but I didn't kill anybody before that.
That does seem to make it all right, in my opinion, anyway.
There, see? I wasn't lying when I asked when we were friends.
And you brought us beers and things, and I mean, you've been a good waiter. I don't have anything against you.
I didn't want to hurt you. I gave you the chance to back off.
Well, sort of said you would kill her.
I don't believe that you stumbled upon these things is all.
He's probably lying, but what difference does it make?
Look, I can take you there. But you gotta let me go.
I don't think that's an option, Chucky.
Look, we're going to see a friend of mine, and after you have a discussion with him, I don't know what he wants you for, but it's in my best interest for you to be breathing when we get there. But if you end up not breathing, it still works out for me okay, too.
Gozer's going to glare at him intimidatingly.
Shaft, quite the bounty hunter. Didn't realize we had one in the group.
I think you already decided you already told us you were
That
one.
would be 2 in the group, Brent.
I'm a little bit... I wouldn't call myself a bounty hunter.
You're not good with maths, are you?
No.
Look, someone sent you to get for me. You think they want me, or do you think they want the property that I stole from them? Put 2 and 2 together here, man.
I'll tell you what, Chucky. I'll make you a deal. You give me more than what I'm going to get for you going there, and maybe we'll work something out. And Falls in here gets to keep all the crap.
I'm going to interject here and say, wait a minute, Chuck. You just told me you found these in a cave. Now you're telling me they're stolen from the person the Shaft wants to bring you to. Which is it?
Man, you may look smart, but you're pretty goddamn dumb. You got A and you got B. There's one line connecting them. Why else would anybody want me? I'm nobody.
How would they know that you took them if there was nobody there, as you claim?
Well, I've been gallivanting around, saving people. You guys were able to track me down.
These are all great points. Do you have more money than what I'm getting offered?
Look, I don't have any money, but this place, there was all kinds of things. I got out with what I could hold.
Tell us more.
How about, Shaft, you tell us about this person who...
No, I want to hear
wants
about
to
this
pay
place.
money
Where is the place? Let's go
for
get some
Chucky,
more loot.
Because depending on how dangerous this person is going to affect whether I'm interested in going and stealing more of his stuff from under his nose.
Who, my friend?
Yeah.
He didn't say it was a person's stuff. He said there's a cave full of stuff. Let's find out where that is.
Look, I don't know why my friend wants to see this guy. It's really none of my business. I don't tend to ask questions.
What kind of a fellow is this friend of yours?
He's a fellow that likes to pay in gold.
Is he big and intimidating?
He's somebody you don't want to trifle with. You just do what you're told.
Shaft, you don't want to find out where the rest of the loot is?
Yeah, come on. There's more stuff.
Look, Chucky's begging for his life. He has every intention of lying to us. Look, can I do a deception check?
I was gonna say, can I check?
Or see if he's insight
Sure.
or whatever. 9.
Can I see if Chuck's lying?
Yes, absolutely.
What do I have to roll in?
You still do insight.
What'd you roll?
12.
A 25?
Oh.
A natural 25.
25 and insight is plus 6. 18.
Okay, so Bryn, you you believe that he's telling the truth, that he found these like in a place in the hills,
And there's more stuff.
and
I
that
believe-
there's more stuff in there.
My objection is that if A plus B is as Chuck is saying, that this person who was paying money for Chuck to be brought to him is the same owner of this cave full of all these goods. I'm not sure how interested I am
That's
in
not what he was saying, though.
stealing a bunch more stuff from this person with a bunch of money and potentially power.
Okay, let's think this through for a second. When we took all the crap off of him, he went back to Chucky. Now he's just Chucky, right? Put the gauntlets on, and put on the
See what happens?
the necklace, and let's see if you turn into the Arcanist here.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm willing to give that a shot.
Let's do it.
So Leland, I put the stuff on. What happens?
Nothing. You're wearing the stuff now.
I don't change form. I look the same.
That's right.
Okay.
And pretend you're somebody else for a second. Act like you're the Arcanist. See if you change.
And?
Nothing happens. You look at your hands. You just a pair of gauntlets.
It's like some kind of
the
spell.
necklace, you can activate because you identified it.
Chucky, for an act of good faith here, tell us how we make him turn into not falls and turn into something else, like you did.
And what are you going to give me?
Well, first I'm going to believe you. I mean, if you do this, maybe we'll let you go and show us where this other crap is. And if everything works out really good, you can have some of it and go about your merry way.
Yeah, we'll go loot it all together.
All right, put on the helm.
All right, I put the helm on.
And now just think about looking like someone else.
All right, I think about looking like Shaft.
All right, so you activate the power within this helm, and it casts the disguise self on you, and you look. You've made yourself look like Shaft.
Does he shrink down to size, or does he just look like Shaft at full size?
I believe he looks like you at full size. Yeah, he's got your features, but he doesn't become your size.
What a handsome-looking dude! You're just a little too tall.
Look, I'm telling you, this stuff, it's easy to use. I just put it on and it did stuff.
All right, so all you guys believe the guy? I mean, I have no reason to not believe him. What do you guys think?
My insight check proved that I believe him. That there's more stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to say to Shaft, what do you think about the possibility that if we go to this cave and grab a bunch of valuable things, they may belong to your friend?
That's not my problem, really.
You're not too worried?
No.
Your buddy in Drew Call? Okay. If
Well,
you're not worried, I'm
I
not
got
worried.
a job. I got a job to do, and I'll do what
I
I
don't
have to do.
particularly want to cross my Drew Call connection that I think is potentially the same connection as Shaft. But how do we know?
Are you doing a bounty on this guy?
Not on this guy. I have connections in Drew Call. And if they happen to own this cave, I don't really want to cross them. But how do we know who owns it? That's what I'm saying.
I think we're making a leap here to think that the Detmer owns any of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from, but someone started saying that.
Chuck planted that seed.
Chucky did, yes.
Chucky.
So Bryn and Shaft, you both know that, like, you know, Detmer is just the middleman between the jobs that either of you accept and or the people that are asking those jobs to be done. Like, possibly Detmer doesn't even know who is.
I think that Shaft and Bryn potentially know that they have the same connection in Drew Call.
They have a
They're
suspicion.
putting it together, yeah, but I don't think everyone knows that. Anyway.
I definitely don't.
So here's the thing. I'm always up for some more coin. I could use it. I have some people that I probably should return some money to them. And if I can sell some of these goods to be able to do that, I'm all for it, Chucky. If these guys are in, we'll follow you along. Remember how we kicked your ass when you had all the stuff. Think how easy it'll be when you don't.
You want to trust Chuck to show us this cave?
I think I think Chuck's on the up and up. Right, Chuck?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look at me. I got. What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go?
So do I have? Yeah. Do we have to like recheck if we trust him, or does my old one count? Like.
You go off of your old one.
Yeah. All right.
I'm in. That
with
seems
you, Chef.
reasonable.
Gozer?
Gozer likes the mountains.
Yeah, I prefer the mountains myself. I've been around a lot of these hills up here, and I'd be interested to see where he takes us. So, if everyone's not opposed, I untie him.
Oh, okay.
Take off the manacles.
Don't wait. I'm gonna grab him.
Sure. No, he doesn't make a move or anything. But like, he's got nothing. He's got no shoes. He's basically in like underclothes because you've stripped him, right? He's got nothing.
I'm gonna say, Shaft, you can't let him go till he leads us to the cave.
He's not going anywhere. He's going to stay with us.
You don't let him go till he shows us the cave.
Okay, Chuck. Here's the deal.
Gozer has good instincts. I mean, she was right earlier.
So, Chuck, we're gonna tie your legs and your arms up so you can get some sleep tonight, and we're gonna tie you to Gozer. If you do anything stupid, she'll probably hold the other end of the rope and whap you around a few times on the ground. It won't be pleasant, but it'll teach you a lesson. So why don't we just do that tonight? And then we'll get going in the morning. What do you say?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so let's set up a watch.
Okay.
How does that work? Is this like a normal D&D thing?
So this is, you guys are taking what's called a long rest. A long rest comprises of generally 8 hours. Bryn, as an elf, you only need to meditate for 4 of those 8 and still gain the benefits that, say, Gozer would after the full 8. So that could, make it easier to split up your watches or whatever. But when you take a long rest, all your depleted hit points are regained, and any spell slots or abilities are also regained. So basically, you're just like back to full maximum damage, beastie travelers that you are.
Beast mode.
Okay, so how are you splitting up the watch?
I'll go first. I'll let the magic guy get some rest.
So how long do you
Much
normally
appreciated.
watch for, and then?
Well, basically, to gain the benefit of the 8 hours, it just needs to be 8 hours of like little to no activity, no strenuous activity. So it's pretty laissez-faire there. So yeah, if you split it up into like 4 2-hour shifts, you guys would all be fine getting the full rest and the benefits. Like Shaft there is throwing up hand signals for.
Yeah, I'll take the first
So
two.
Shaft is going to be
Shaft
up
first. I'll take the last one.
I'll take the second last. Sound good, Gozer?
Yes, but Gozer can't do watch while tied to the puny man.
Hey, Chucky there, do you roll around a lot in your sleep?
Well, my condition, as he kind of bobs his head to his hump, it keeps me pretty stable.
Yeah, I think you're good, Gozer. He's got a kickstand.
When it is Gozer's watch, Gozer will tie him to you, Shaft.
I'm fine with it.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because then Gozer, your second watch after Shaft. As Shaft goes to sleep, you kind of
So
tie
then
him to.
Gozer has free arms in case anything attacks and she is not shackled to a tiny man.
You make a good point. Now he'll be shackled to a tiny man. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
2 tiny men shackled together. Is this some kind of joke?
You are some kind of joke.
All right, go to sleep.
Okay, so first watch, Shaft. Uneventful first watch.
Transfer the rope.
Transfer the rope. Gozer. Uneventful, despite taking precautions to have your hands free.
If I hadn't, something would have happened.
Third watch, Falzarin. Again, very uneventful, very quiet night. But come Bryn's watch, as the faintest hints of light coming over the horizon there.
What now?
Why don't you roll a perception check? Bryn?
No. Why me?
You're a troublemaker.
Ah.
Trouble finds troublemakers.
17.
Outside of your range of dark vision, which you have as an elf, right?
Yeah.
You hear though kind of this cluck 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 cluck, and you recognize that it sounds like hoof prints, like horse
Clops.
Gallops.
horse clops. What do you do?
I wake everybody up. Yeah.
I grumble and roll back over. Go back to sleep.
Hey. Okay, well, Gozer will listen to me. Gozer, there's a horse. Shaft, wake up.
Okay.
Oh, what
Stand
the
alert.
hell?
I hear a horse. Clops.
As the hoof noises get louder and louder, and it kind of comes into your field of vision. It's just like a saddled horse, kind of just trotting along, and you can see though behind it is dragging a body. The body has one foot kind of stuck in one of the stirrups.
I'm gonna go over to the horse. I'm gonna go over to the horse, grab the horse by the bridle, cut the dude loose from the horse, leave him lay there, and bring the horse back to us.
Okay, as you go and you grab the horse, you see that the horse is dragging a half orc. And Gozer, you recognize kind of the colors and this tribal symbol that is adorning this half orc. You recognize it as belonging to the Gorlock tribe.
I'm sort of scanning the area while she's up there, looking to see if I see anything else off in the distance.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
That'd be a 10.
No, you don't notice anything else on the horizon. You don't like hear the sound of any more horses or anything. Especially like now that Gozer has stopped this horse from making any noise. You hear or see nothing else.
Sort of dead silent around.
Yeah, a little bit. So Gozer, do you continue as you were? You just bring the horse back over to them? You leave the body there? Or?
Hold on.
Does anybody else go up with Gozer, or you just send Gozer by herself?
I'm still asleep.
Yeah,
Okay.
Falzer didn't want to wake up. I can do another check just to see if anything else is looking suspicious.
Sure, you can do a perception check as well.
7.
Yeah, same as with Shaft's
Nothing
conclusion.
else going on.
Yeah, you don't see or hear anything else approaching.
I'll go up with Gozer and I'll see if this guy's alive.
Okay, if you check him, you definitely very clearly see that he is dead, and you can kind of see like in the dirt, like as the body's been kind of dragged, it's kind of creating like this blood trail behind it.
So if I'm reading this right, the Gorlock tribe is extinct. From what I know.
From what you know, yep, that's correct.
So I want to check and see if he has anything on him that would explain where he's been.
Okay, well, just do me a perception.
21.
He's carrying nothing. I mean, he is not wearing any armor, which is common among some orcs or half orcs. And so no weapons. You see, like, if you kind of like roll him over, he's kind of got these huge slashes across his back. Definitely what did him in. And on his forehead, though, you noticed he's kind of got this unusual tattoo adorning him. Which tattoo that you do not recognize or have never seen before.
Does it look like it's like fresh, or after he was dead, somebody tattooed on him?
It does not look fresh.
Okay. Does the horse have anything on it?
The horse also has some cuts, as if it was maybe also attacked, but it's no other discernible features. Full saddle, but
I'm going to take the horse back to our group and say, we must leave now. And I'm going to take Chucky and tie him up and sling him over the horse so I don't have to carry him anymore.
Yeah, wait, Gozer, who's the dead guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you wake me up, Gozer? I'm assuming if you want us all to leave, you woke me up.
No.
No, but I wake up.
Just gonna leave me there.
Almost all of us are leaving.
Bryn wakes up Falzer and she's like, Gozer doesn't know what that tattoo means, but maybe Falzer will know. He's got all sorts of book knowledge.
You don't know anything of of what she's seen and what she thought yet.
Right. So this body is like 40 feet from the camp. Gozer and Bryn went right up there. Yeah. Bryn checked to see if
So
for any
he's
vital
dead.
signs.
She doesn't know the tattoo. I'm
But
going to go
she
back
didn't
and...
share that with anyone.
He's right. You got to be careful to not be start metagaming with your character decisions. So yeah, he does have a point.
All you know is that she went up and saw him,
Okay,
he was dead, and said,
fine.
"We need to leave right away."
All I know is you're smart and you might know what it is.
To Bryn's credit, I mean clearly Gozer is
Upset.
seemingly as alarmed as Gozer has ever seen
Yeah.
in your short interaction, right?
Right. Understandably. So you wake me up,
Yeah, let's...
and I say, "What's going on here? What's happening?"
And I say, come with me. I go up to the dead half-orc and I say, do you recognize these markings?
All right. So what sort of check can I make to see if I'm familiar with anything about the orc?
It's kind of up to you. I mean, what exactly are you?
At first, I mean, I know nothing other than that everyone's a little bit worked up, and there's this dead orc.
Exactly. Okay, then so regarding your expertise, then you can go ahead and make me an Arcana check to possibly maybe you've seen this symbol and this type. Maybe it's a rune that you may be familiar with.
I roll a 9.
Yeah, you've never seen this before either. Shaft, are you doing anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask Gozer, what's the deal up there? Who is it?
I don't know.
I mean, all right, I guess I'll go up and look.
No, we must leave now. He is no one. He does not exist.
He doesn't exist. I see him right there. I'm gonna go take a look. Hey, make sure Chuck doesn't get away.
Hey, what's going on here?
Hang tight, Chuck.
Oh yeah, no
So I
problem,
walk
guys.
up.
So Shaft, as you get up to him, you also recognize the tribal colors. You from your past recognize that this is, this
Horric?
half orc is adorned in the same tribe, yes, that your childhood friend came from. Yeah,
I roll him over to look at the face, and is it Horic?
it is not.
Well, that's good. Man, this is definitely the Gorlock tribe. I mean, they're not.
The Gorlock tribe is dead.
Well, this one is.
Very, very astute, Chef.
Yeah. So look around on him. Is there any items that are in his pouch, or does he have a pouch, or anything that would?
You can go ahead and do a perception check as well.
18.
No. Again, you see kind of the same wounds. The body's not. There's no weapons on this body.
Could I surmise what killed him? Was it a attack, or was it swords or bows, or?
How long has he been dead?
Okay, why don't you then, inspecting the wounds, make me a medicine check.
16.
These wounds are very fresh, and it was not caused by any sword or crafted weapon. Definitely by some type of animal or beast.
What direction did the horse come from? Did it come from Zexa or a different direction?
It actually came from the general direction of Drakal. So kind of almost like
The desert.
towards you on your path that you would want to
I'm
take.
going to say, Shaft. I got a bit of an inkling that you know this person. What can you tell me about, or where he came from?
Well, I knew a little bit of the Gorlock tribe when I was younger. I mean, I knew a few people, or a few half-orcs. They got a bad rap. Some of them just need good. And I look over at Gozer, and some of them aren't all that bad. Horic was a pretty good friend of mine, and this is not Horic, so I guess that's about all I can tell you about the Gorlock tribe. They were nomadic.
How about we move away from where the dead man came from in case whatever killed him followed him?
That's what I'm thinking. If he's coming from Drukal, I think Gozer's right. We gotta keep moving and we gotta go away from where this guy came from.
Hey, Chuck, which way to the mountains?
He kind of motions in a northeasternly fashion, like not the way you guys are traveling. You are currently kind of at the, you guys are currently at the like southern bottom of the foothills, basically. And he kind of motions further into kind of up north above the Zexa city, into the heart of these.
So we're going to
foothills.
need to go a bit northeast towards Altenshik instead of straight towards Drukal. Is that right?
That's where if you still want Chucky to show you where to go, yeah, basically.
Why don't we go that way? What does everyone else say?
Say we need to leave.
I'm good with that. You good with that, Chuck?
I don't want to know what killed that guy. Bad enough I have to deal with you guys.
All right, so we take his horse. Is there anything on this half-orcs person that we want to take with us?
No, two of you have very
Okay.
successfully checked him, and he
We
really has nothing
searched
on him.
the shit out of
All
him.
right.
Yeah, you
all
cavity
right.
searched. Make sure
He ain't hiding nothing.
no, there's no dagger hidden up there.
All right.
All right, Chucky, lead the way.
So how long did I sleep for, DM?
We're all rested.
Yeah, you guys are all fully rested. Again, that 8 hours is not 8 hours of sleep.
Right.
It's just 8 hours of like
Right, right.
inactivity. And also, so now that you have done a long rest, Falzarin, you can re-prepare some of your daily spells if you wanted to change out
I
what you
wanted
have
to get my spell slots back, and
Yeah, those come back.
sweet. All right, so we take off.
And you're just keeping your same prepared
I'm going to
list?
keep Magic Missile. I'm going to keep Identify. And let's go with Fog Cloud.
So you are currently being led by your captive, Chucky.
Okay, Chucky, well, how far are we going, buddy?
Well, it's just maybe an hour north of the city.
Ah, okay. That's not bad at all. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. So
He's on the horse, right?
yeah, you slung him over the horse. Have you seated him in the saddle, or is he?
No, he's laying over the horse.
We can't have him running away.
Lift his head up enough to point.
You got it. Point with what? He's bound.
We can't have him running away on us.
Just gesture with his nose. That direction.
Maybe Shaft and Chucky are riding.
I mean, he's not
in the saddle
complaining.
together,
I do not
okay?
trust this man.
How strong is this horse?
Shaft is a little guy.
Oh, sorry, Shaft.
Yeah.
I was thinking Gozer.
Are you gonna be the big spoon or the little spoon?
Well, obviously he's a little spoon.
Obviously. He's got no choice. He's a halfling. He has to be the little spoon. So okay, so it's morning. The sun is up. It's
The
very
birds
early
are singing.
morning. Birds are singing and twerping, and Chucky is whining, and the sounds of nature. So you guys have starting from a couple of hours outside of the city. So assuming you don't want to go back through the city.
No.
Not even for Dr. Good, Shaft?
Not even for Dr. Good. Yeah, you sure you don't want to give Dr. Good a visit or maybe a goodbye?
It's best to move on.
No, we had a good
It was
time.
good, not great, okay?
And that's yeah. She can only take so much shaft in one time.
How long have you been waiting to say that?
Okay.
I just
I'm
came to
hanging my head in despair. For anyone who's listening.
That's okay. Just giving Leland some work to cut out.
Yeah, you know
You
what?
guys should be proud of us that we made it this long without any kind of dick jokes.
Well, wait. Are we purposely keeping this more family friendly?
Can't you tell, Leland? I mean, John and Emily have
Gloves
been on
are
pretty
off.
good behavior.
That is true. That's very true.
That's true. That's true. I have also refrained from using any profanity here, but okay. So, Chucky is kind of leading you in a general direction. There's no real landmarks. Most of this kind of terrain looks the same, but seems to know where he's going. He takes you. You travel for, let's say, about 4 hours. because you were still, even though you have this horse, like 3 of you are still walking, right? So it's still like your normal pace.
Mm-hmm.
And about 4 hours, after 4 hours, he brings you to a spot where you can see like the main road kind of through some of this low vegetation and hilly terrain. You can see like the main like northern road leading out of Zexa, which would take you, if you followed it, up to Altenchik. But of course, before making it to the road, he kind of veers you left. So you're kind of paralleling this northern road now. And he brings you to, it's kind of like this bit of a clearing, and kind of almost like a little valley, kind of. And it's surrounded by these hills, this kind of little clearing, and directly ahead of you, he kind of motions to this. It just looks like a wall of brush kind of growing out of the side of this hill. He stops you about 100 feet away from it. So, yeah, that's up there up ahead. You got to kind of push through that through those bushes. And I don't know. I was trying to be pretty quiet when I made my way in there, but I guess you guys can do whatever you like. I don't have to go in, do I?
Is there something in there?
There wasn't when I was here, but I didn't know what was in there when I went in first, so I was quiet. So why don't you guys all make me a perception check?
8.
19.
Elena rolled a 1.
Okay, so Elena is momentarily blind as the sun kind of, she catches the sun over the side of this hill and has to shield her eyes. But Falzarin and Gozer, you notice above these bushes that Chucky has motioned and informed you that conceals the entrance to this cave. Kind of up above it, placed almost like pushed, like carved, like a little kind of concave section and pushed into this section above the entrance. There's 3 statues of gargoyles above this entrance, and they're just covered in like moss and this lichen, as if that they've been there for a long time.
Okay.
How are they? Full size, like regular size? How big are they?
Yeah, they look they're like, humanoid sized statues.
Have I ever seen anything like this before?
Why don't you... Jeez, what would I make you roll? I don't think that you have. No. You know what? Make me a nature check.
I rolled a 1.
Yeah, you've never seen anything like these before. Balzarin, you want to make me a nature check?
I was just trying to think if there's any other type of applicable check I could do, but I guess we'll do nature. You would probably know better than I.
Woo!
Oh, sweet. 19.
So yeah, I mean, Falzarin, you're certainly familiar with the concept of a gargoyle, and you know that they often adorn more ornate buildings. They're maybe in some of the spires in the school of or island of Heraklion has their own gargoyles adorning them, but they certainly look out of place here in the middle of nowhere.
So there's not these particular gargoyles, and the three of them, in the order that they are and the way they look, they're not particularly unique in the realm of gargoyles that are used for decoration.
No, they all are identical. Yeah,
okay. But out of place.
Hey, Bryn, you look pretty sneaky. Why don't you go a little bit in there and see if you can sort of hide in the darkness there, see if you can find
stealthy?
anything.
Do you have a detect traps or anything like that you can do?
Okay, you want to try to sneak up to the opening? Mm-hmm. All right, make me a stealth check there, Bryn.
13 plus 7. 20.
Okay, yeah, you very quietly and quickly make it up to the bushes here, and as you kind of, now that you're right up close, you clearly see like the opening behind them, and you can step right through, and now you're kind of under this concave section where these statues are placed. So you're in the mouth of this cave, and you see ahead of you. It kind of veers quickly to the left, and you can kind of see the flicker of like firelight. And that's our show. Our intro and outro music was created by Josh Jarvis. For your own musical inquiries, contact jamesmercymusic@gmail.com. All other music and ambient noise is courtesy of tabletopaudio.com. The Incorrigible Party is sponsored by Critical Hit Design. Visit criticalhitdesign.com for all of your graphic design needs. You can find more info on the characters and world at incorrigibleparty.com. Enjoying the show? Have any questions or rules corrections? Email us. contact@incorrigibleparty.com or reach out on social media. The Incorrigible Party on Facebook and Instagram, @IncorrigiblePar on Twitter, using the hashtag AfterPartyIP for a shout out during our behind the screen after party episodes that drop every 4th release. Happy adventuring!